Hello, my name is Derek Min, and today I'm with Wenhao, Chris, and Alex, and today we're going to be discussing supply and demand shifts of graphic processing units. Essentially, they're the tiny chips in your computers and phones that allow the device to display images, and especially for video games and high computing software, they are very necessary. Today we'll be looking at a few situations, and the first one is, let's say that hypothetically, all GPU owners die under mysterious circumstances within 7 days of purchase, and a note with the words Baba Yaga is left on their computer. Please pause now to determine what will happen. Since all GPU owners will die after the purchase, new tastes and trends dictate that since people don't want to die, consumers would then want less GPUs. Therefore, this would cause demand to shift to the left.
Okay, let's try another example. Let's say that Electronic Arts, a popular video game company, announces a brand new release for one of their most popular video game series, Madden. They specifically mention that this game will only be suited for the most newest, recent, and powerful GPUs. This results in the popular tech journalist, The Verge, predicting that Madden's release will cause a spike in GPU prices as more people want the GPU.
Please pause now to determine what kind of shifter it'll be.
This will be a shift in demand as demand will increase. Because this will also be due to expectations. Since people assume that in the future, GPUs will cost more, they want to buy now, so that because it will be cheaper when they buy it now compared to later.
For the next situation, Asian semiconductor companies that produce necessary inputs for GPU production begin to see strikes due to inhumane mining conditions. What will happen? Pause the video. So human labor in input decreases due to the strikes. So supply will therefore decrease.
Micro Center, a popular distributor of domestic GPUs, begins to use nuclear energy to efficiently produce GPUs. Pause now to determine what will happen. As technology increases, the supply will move to the right.
Okay, let's say that John D. Rockefeller, also known as Rocky Joe to his close friends, a prolific robber baron of the late 1800s, resurrected from the dead to impose a higher price on GPUs because he believes that mere mortals are unworthy of such celestial delights. Pause now and see if you can solve. This will result in a move along the curve. Because the price is raised above the market equilibrium, the price will, or there will be a movement to the left for demand and a movement to the right for supply. This causes essentially a price floor in which there's a surplus because the quantity supplied, or the quantity demanded rather, does not meet the quantity supplied.
For our next situation, GPUs have become too powerful. Joe Biden becomes worried that his hold over the continental U.S. is at risk due to the large amount of GPUs flooding the market. He makes GPUs cost $1 trillion to ensure that the common man has no more means of purchasing a GPU and therefore threatening his rule. Pause the video now to see how this will affect the supply and demand curve. Now, since he is raising the price, he's essentially adding a price floor to the market of GPUs. And since the price is now above the equilibrium price, this is going to be a binding price floor and causing suppliers to be more willing to sell the GPUs, even though less people are now willing to buy GPUs at this new higher price. Because of this, there will now be a surplus in which the quantity supplied is much higher than the quantity demanded.
To account for social distancing protocols, for our next example, GPU factories lay off 50% of their workforce. During quarantine, however, the isolation causes many people to turn to video games, wanting better computers with more powerful GPUs. Pause the video and determine what will happen. So, since the consumer trend is now shifting towards wanting a computer to play video games, demand actually rises. And since 50% of the workforce has been laid off, the input falls due to less labor. So therefore, supply decreases.
All right.
That's real.
Thanks for
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
Woo.
Okay, is
that,
that good?
that wasn't so bad.